Kenya's polls chief Wafula Chebukati has cast doubt on his organization's ability to hold a credible poll next week, as opposition leader Raila Odinga vowed to disrupt the election with mass protests.
Already painful for me to be on record as a chairman of the IBC that presided over a presidential election that was nullified by the Supreme Court. I've made this point on numerous occasions to my colleagues at the Commission. I've made several attempts to make critical changes, but all my motions have been defeated by a majority of the commissioners. Under such conditions, it's difficult to guarantee free, fair, and credible elections.
In the Western opposition stronghold Kisumu, rowdy youth disrupted a training session for polling officials, pulling down tents and chasing away trainees while chanting "No reforms, no elections" as they throned their vehicles. No election, no election, no reform, no election, no reform, no election. In the latest bombshell to hit the presidential elections, Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Chief Wafula Chebukati laid bare internal divisions and accused both major parties of interference.
Without critical changes in key secretariat staff, free, fair, and credible elections will surely be compromised. I therefore call on the staff who have been adversely mentioned to step aside to allow this project team to function without interference. We can still salvage the situation if we put our country first.
His statement doubting the credibility of the polls comes just hours after another commissioner, Roslyn Akombwe, announced that she had quit after fleeing to New York in fear for her life. Kenyans are due to go to the polls on October the 26th for the second time after the Supreme Court overturned the results of the initial polls held on August the 8th, citing irregularities in the counting process and mismanagement by poll officials. Veteran opposition leader Raila Odinga claimed the previous polls were rigged in favor of President Uhuru Kenyatta. However, Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta and his running mate William Ruto have been campaigning and say that they are ready for the polls. They accuse Odinga and Chebukati of trying to plunge the country into chaos. Kenyatta on Wednesday called for 3 days of prayer as the country heads to the polls.